the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. 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 For some dollars to keep me going, I try to act like a superstar. Get tattoos without colors in a place where it's showing. And I blew my cash on drinks, not to mention this new ink. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For
La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side, and I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. We are on the patio tonight. I wanted to try something different. I am planning on camping in my car on the way to the South Florida Drone Meetup in a few weeks. And so I'm testing out all my gear. And this is one of the new pieces of gear that I just bought. I'm coming to you on a Lenovo Yoga 9i dual screen 2-in-1 laptop. So I wanted to test out the camera, test out. It's a pretty neat setup. I want to show you guys kind of what I'm coming to you on. So this is what it is. Maybe I can get this picture bigger. Yeah. So this is basically what I'm coming to you guys on. It is a laptop, but it's kind of like two iPads connected together in the middle by a speaker, and it folds in half. And there's a lot of different things. Like, it comes with this keyboard, it comes with a stand. So you guys are on the top screen, and then the screen that I'm sharing is on the bottom screen. And so I'm able to have a dual screen setup that folds down to the size of, two 13-inch iPads on top of each other. So I'm pretty excited about this. So I'm planning on going live probably the 4th, which is the Thursday night before the drone meetup, which is Ken Heron's on. So nobody will be watching me probably, but planning on going live that night. And then I'm planning on going live Sunday night on the way back. Just kind of a recap of all the things that happened at the South Florida Drone Meetup. But what we're going to talk about tonight is everything that I've kind of bought so far for converting my Nissan Rogue into a kind of overland camper. Now it's not all-wheel drive, and it doesn't have awesome tires on it, so I'm not going to be like going off the grid, out in the woods or something like that. But hotels nowadays are like $200 a night for like a clean place to sleep, and all I'm doing is sleeping. So I found a campground about halfway to Jensen Beach. That's $45 a night. Has internet and bathrooms and electricity and all that kind of stuff. And all I'm really doing is sleeping. So this week I've started building my bed platform for my blow up mattress. And I'm going to show you all the things that I've kind of purchased. I feel like I've shown you guys my blow up mattress already, but it is a mattress that fits, that it's not built for the Nissan Rogue, but it's built for crossovers that have at least 6 feet in length in their cargo area after you fold the seats down. So my Nissan Rogue has a really awesome front seat. I'm still finding amazing things about my Nissan Rogue that, like, they've just thought about a lot of things. The Nissan Rogue's maybe been out for 10 years. And I think I'm on the 5th generation of them, or the 4th gen. But they've really thought a lot about space in the one that I purchased. So super excited about that. But I want to go through roll call, and then I'm going to bring Chuck on. And Chuck is, I guess, my unofficial co-host at this point. So maybe we ought to make it official at some point and talk about a game plan and all that kind of stuff. But he's starting to come on regularly. So I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to put my big old face in the screen, and we're going to go through roll call. I think it's pretty cool because my camera is like right above the screen, so I'm pretty much looking at you guys, kind of. Like, I guess my forehead's looking at you, but let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. I didn't do that check. But I see my little microphone thing going down there, and it's not peaking. Not sure how wind is going to affect this. When I'm sitting on my patio, wind is usually going in this direction. The house is a good buffer. What is happening? So apparently I can answer the phone on my new laptop. All right, we're going to decline that call. So we've only got 7 people here tonight, so maybe something else is going on I don't know about. But I'm going to go ahead and go through roll call. So Chuck was first. East Coast Thrills was second. Hope you're having a good night. Stephen Drones was third. What's up, Steve? Hope you're having a good night. I saw you got your remote ID. That sounded like it came out wrong, but that's right. Your remote ID for your Typhoon. So that's pretty exciting. I have to figure out what to do with my drones that don't have remote ID on them yet. Probably, I believe you can get a remote ID unit that you can use on all of your drones. So all of my drones that don't have remote ID, I'm probably just going to put like a piece of Velcro on all of them and then just pass that remote ID around. Because it's really tied to me, right? It's not tied to the drone specifically. It's my identification that I'm flying a drone with my remote. so they know who's actually flying the thing. I think all of that is correct, what I just said, but we can talk about that tonight. I'm sure Chuck understands it. Who else we got? That's me. Charles Galuski's in the house. What's up, Charles? Always good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Okay, so Steve said that March 16th is the deadline, which is like 4 days from now. So I might need to go order. Well, I don't need to meet that deadline unless I'm flying, and I do have my 2 newest drones have remote ID in them already. So, and I'm not sure if my Air 2S does or not. It might not. I'll have to check on that. But the only 3 drones that I really fly now anyway are the Avata, which my Integras have remote ID in them. I have the Mini 3, I'm sure has remote ID. My D3 Pro, my Mavic 3 Pro, and then or Classic, and pretty sure all those are already hooked up. My Inspire 2, I guarantee you it does not have it in it, so I might just need to buy a module for that. Eat more possums in the house. What's up, Brent? Hope you're having a good night. Who else is in the house? I think I said East Coast already. I think you were too, but East Coast is definitely here. East Coast, are you going to the South Florida drone meetup? I know you had mentioned that you had a Rogue, and I think you're looking for a parking lot to park in and stuff like that. Who else we got? We might not have many more. There's only 8 people in here. Doug Mack's in the house. What's up, Doug? With the hand pink waving. Wait. Oh, a pink hand waving. Got it. So East Coast will watch me because he doesn't watch Ken. Nice. So I'll have one. I'll have one person. So Chuck said the audio is good. I'll be interested to see if anybody shows up in the window behind me. I told my daughter not to, but my mother lives with us, and so she's kind of a loose cannon. I never know what she's going to do. And my son is always making food, so he'll probably show up back there. All right. Sound and video is great. Got a lot of people saying that everything looks good, so that's awesome. I'm not sure. I don't even know what the microphone setup is here. I know it's got like the Windows, I don't know if it's, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like my computer turns on when I walk in the room. So it's got that thing, which is kind of creepy. And I think the camera's pretty decent. this is a really low light situation. Like it is, I'll be interested to see what happens in the next half hour because the sun is like on its way down, and I think at about 7:15 it's going to be dark out. So there might be a whole bunch of bugs like flying around my screen or something. But I wanted to see what it would be like to be outside and just do a live stream. I've got a pretty awesome table that I bought. It's also going to double as my work from home desk. One of the other plan is to not camp all the time, but to be able to drive to different locations and work in those locations during the day. So I've got this dual screen set up. I've got a mouse, I've got a keyboard. It all fits in this tiny little bag. So I can go to a coffee shop and get some work done. But on a nice day, I can also go out to like a park or like the lake or the river or something like that and just put the table out, put the awning on and just do something outside. Really trying to get out of that office. I'm feeling I love working from home. I love not having to have conversations with people that I don't need to have. And I like not sitting in traffic in the morning and traffic in the evening and stuff like that. But I don't know. I there's days that I don't like shower until like 2 p.m. and I don't know how to say it, but like, you know how like Saturday you don't want to do anything? It's kind of like that every day of the week for me now. Whenever I had a normal schedule, I would get up, I would take a shower, I'd brush my teeth, I'd comb my hair, I'd put clothes on, and I'd go drive to work. And I did that every morning. And then Saturday was kind of like, get up, get a cup of coffee, stay in my PJs until noon. That's kind of a normal thing for me now. Like I just kind of get up, make some coffee and stay in my PJs until like 2. And then, or like I might take a shower before I go grab some lunch or something like that. But anyway, so that's kind of rambling. But that's what we do here. We ramble. So Eat More Possum said a good thing about me and Chuck, that we have complementary video tech knowledge, so it makes interesting access, useful banter. All right. Brent's been watching me for years, and I trust Brent a lot. He's never done me wrong. Okay, so Charles said that it all depends on if you have your 107. If you have your 107, every drone must have a separate remote ID module number. I don't have my 107, and I don't ever plan on getting it. I'm just going to say that. I fly for fun. I don't make money, so I am a recreational flyer. Nobody's ever asked for anything, and if I ever flew my drone for, a company, I just wouldn't charge them money for it. I would get, I'd get a nice meal out of it or something like that. But I'm not furthering this business or any business. YouTube, I don't make any money on it, really. I make $100 every 3 months, and I spend more money on drones in those 3 months to go in the negative. So I do not further this business by flying drones at all. I talk about them more than I fly them, actually. All right. So that's good knowledge from Charles. Thank you. So I guess from Charles's statement, if I don't have my 107, then I don't need a separate remote ID module number. So I can just put that on any drone that I have, which is awesome. East Coast says the Air 2S has remote ID in it. So nice. So I might already have different remote ID modules for each one of my drones, and I just need to add one to my Inspire, and then I probably check all the boxes there. Alex is in the house. What's up, Alex? Hope you're having a good night. Alex, are you going to the South Florida Drone Meetup? I hope you are. I've got a really cool selfie pole on my Nissan Rogue that I want to show you if you're there. I bought it just for you. Not really, but I think you're out of all the people I know, you're probably the one that will like it the most. All right, so East Coast is going nice. Who else we got? Oh, Chuck really wants to come in. So, all right, I'm gonna race through these real quick to see if everybody's saying, "Oh, Jim's Droning's in the house." What's up, Jim? Hope you're having a good night. All right. So Alex is going to the South Florida Drone F. I don't know what F means. All right, we're all caught up. Let's bring in Chuck. Chuck, you ready? Do I got a thumbs up?
You see me?
All right. There's Chuck.
Something
What-
froze.
Are you there?
Can you? I'm frozen. What happened?
You're not frozen here for me.
You're frozen.
Are you frozen on your screen?
Yeah. Hold on. I refresh stuff. Something weird happened.
I'm on a laptop, so
No, I think it's my end. Something really weird happened. I'll be right back. Give me a
Okay.
moment. Un momento.
well, y'all, that was Chuck. Everybody say goodbye to Chuck.
He was like locked up. What the heck?
He's refreshing, but he's still here. So
Oh wait. No, maybe now it's working. Hold on. Did it find itself?
All right. Even Alex says you're not frozen. Brent says you're not frozen. Oh, he left. All right. So we'll see if Chuck comes back. Hopefully he'll be back. I haven't officially asked Chuck to be my co-host, but I've been wanting a co-host for a while, and Chuck has kind of stepped up lately. So that might end up being a thing. I'm also anxious to see what's happening. You guys can see the red, white, and blue lights. So I've got these patio lights on, and I've got the light turned on over there. But it's pretty dark out here, and I think this camera, I'm pretty sure it's HDR. So, Doug's got something to say. So Doug says, I was trying to record me flying the drone with my Apple Vision Pros. First time, and I just discovered the screen recording stops whenever I open up a window on the Vision Pro. Okay. So are you talking, so the Vision Pros, you're recording in the goggles with your Vision Pros? It's probably a copyright issue. I notice on my MetaQuest 3s and the 2s, and probably every MetaQuest, whenever I try to, I could record myself in an app, but I couldn't record myself watching Hulu or watching Netflix or anything like that. That might be the case if you're trying to open up the DJI app or something like that. I noticed when Billy Kyle did it, he had a laptop sitting on his, so he kind of showed, I don't know if he said he was going to do a tutorial video. I never watched to see how he was doing it, but what I believe he was doing is he was recording, I think he was recording, like screen recording his like streaming his laptop screen to his Vision Pros. And then he was maybe streaming his phone to his laptop. So his laptop was part of it. So I don't know if that. Okay, so yes, it's a screen recording. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of videos of people doing it on YouTube. I will conquer this. If you want to send me your Vision Pros, I can figure it out for you if you want. Or if anybody wants to send me some Vision Pros, I'll do some dang videos. All right. I'm really interested though. It was awesome. I had the screen open in the backyard, 200 inches of Sean, and I was flying the drone into the live feed. Oh, yes. If you can figure that out, I will put that on the live stream. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually love watching things pretty big in my MetaQuest. So Meta has an app. I forget what it's called. It's like Workrooms or something like that. And you can set up I might have done it on a live stream. I can't remember if I did that or not, but I was planning on doing it. But in my, what I loved about it was there was a hole in the desk and you could actually see. So it was like a virtual world, right? Like I'm sitting in a log cabin out in the mountains or something like that. And then there's like a desk and there's an actual table, and it actually puts the table where your real table is. So if you got a desk in front of you, it uses like 3D capturing to figure out where your desk sits. And then it'll cut a hole. There's like a hole, kind of like a keyboard tray, and you can turn it on and off. If you turn it off, then there's a window to your keyboard. So I can actually see my real fingers on my real keyboard, because I don't know how to type, like for real. So I'll be sitting there clicking away on my keyboard. And you can have 3 monitors. And so, and it's a virtual desktop. So I can have 3 monitors, even though in reality in my desk, in my office upstairs, I only have 2 monitors. I've got my laptop screen, and then I've got my big monitor that's in front of me. And so I'll be able to, Chuck's trying to get in. All right, there you go, Chuck, and anybody else. So, but yeah, like you can make the screens huge. And like I was even able to make my phone one of the screens, so I could I could watch TikTok on one screen and I could work on another screen or whatever. So I'm going to bring Chuck in here.
What the heck is going on, man?
You good now?
I don't know. Technology's great when it works.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Right before you're like, let's bring Chuck in, all of a sudden everything froze. Cursor froze. I couldn't type anything in the chat. I was like, locked.
That's funny.
See? It was droning. Jim Dronings did it. I'm sure of it. It's Jim.
Yep. It's probably Jim.
So what I missed, I was fighting. I had to reboot the computer. That took forever. Then it sounded like it was going to launch, like take off my floor, my office. Like the fan spools up top speed.
Oh, did your computer overheat?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. What's it running at? It's running at, I don't know, 33 degrees Celsius. It's not hot for this thing.
So I think this is the biggest thing that you missed. Doug said that, so he's using his Vision Pros and he's flying his drone with his Apple Vision Pros. his VR headset for Apple,
Yeah.
and he said that he had the screen open in his backyard, 200 inches of me, and he was flying the drone into the live feed.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
Those glasses are just, you know what? If they could make Apple Vision glasses look like the things that we have. By the way, you never talk about this case. This case is great.
I haven't officially done a review yet. I did I talked about the case the night that someone said just do a review now. So
Oh, I'm glad you're going to do a formal one, but this case is so much smaller than the first generation glasses. It was monstrous. But anyway, if they could make, can you imagine if Apple could make Apple Vision look as cool as Ray-Bans? Can you imagine? That would be,
that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be awesome? That's what we need, Apple. You will win me over, and I hate Apple, but you will win me if you do that, Apple.
Oh,
Like, yeah, you know, but like the whole, ooh,
yeah,
turned on really fast.
I think the Ray-Bans are cool looking, but as far as a VR headset, I really think like blocking out
Everything
is really
yeah.
important.
Well, actually, that is
Like
true.
like the sun's weird, and then like the camera, the thing that I don't like about everybody using their Vision Pros everywhere is everybody keeps demonstrating that they can look right at the sun. And I'm like, those cameras on the front of your Vision Pro aren't going to last very long if you keep looking at the sun. You've
But they're
got
gonna use them for the
magnifying
eclipse.
glasses. Like the biggest rule when you have a camera is never point the lens at the sun because you'll burn a hole in your
Fry
sensor.
the sensor, right?
And so they've got two sensors on their face, and then they're just like, "Hey, I'm looking at the sun.
Why aren't my glasses working anymore? Or
Why aren't my
Apple
$4,000
Vision-
VR
Oh,
headset?
God.
I just killed my
Hello,
VR headset.
Apple. They stopped working. I was just looking at the sun. That should be okay, right? Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad. No, I mean, they wouldn't be immersive. I mean, like, it'd be more like augmented reality, which is something like the Movarios are augmented reality. So these could be, if they projected in front of you, it'd be like the
Yeah.
Movarios. That would be really cool. And they look,
Yep.
the Movarios are just like goofy looking. So, yeah, you're right. For the experience that the Apples offer you, Apple Vision, that's unique because they're also immersive and stuff.
Yeah.
Like your
But, I
Avata
mean,
goggles.
I think they would be okay if they were like, they offered different versions. Like the Vision Pro definitely have their place,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be awesome to have like the Vision Airs that were, more airy.
They probably will. They're just going to do it in stages because DJI learned everything they know about marketing from Apple.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not into the Apple Vision, but I get why they're really cool and why people dig them. Because, like, I mean, I love flying the Avata because you have that first person view, and that's really fun and cool.
Yeah.
I don't even care about getting good shots with it. What's really weird is I don't even care about flying the thing for like good shots. I just like flying around my backyard and stuff and like trying not to hit shit.
Yeah.
Go through things.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill several birds with one stone. Like, so originally I had my GoPro Mini on top of my Avata, and that flight was fine. But I recently tried to do it with the Max Lens mod on the Mini, and the Avata just started doing the pendulum swing. So
I don't like my shirt. It's too bad.
that didn't work out. Who doesn't like your shirt?
So I'm a geek, which is true. So actually, it's perfect shirt then. If I look like a nerd, job well done. Cause I am.
Joe Merica's in the house. Joe, are you going to be
Totally
at the
nerd.
South Florida drone meetup? Just curious. Who else is in the house? I know Barkley snuck in. What's up, Barkley? Hope you're having a good night.
Mr. Barkley's around. Did I miss? Oh, it switched back to top chat. There we go. That's better.
Mario Napa's in the house. What's up, Mario? I caught him right when he got in. Oh, and Gary's in the house from Brent Aerials. So I can see the camera is starting to
That shirt
do
aid in
weird
color
things.
grading. What? What?
What did he say?
I don't know about the shirt aiding in color grading. Gary, what are you talking about, man?
That would be a great idea for a shirt, like a color chart.
Oh, you mean like the the
Like the black to
testing,
white.
you know,
Yeah,
standby. Yeah, do it.
I think I will.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, it'd be handy for white balance. Like if you wear the perfectly white shirt, do the white balance. That's
Man, it'd be such an
hard.
easy shirt to design too. Like they're just color swatches. It's all it is.
Please stand by. Please.
I don't want to do that. Actually, it'd be a great hat for YouTubers to like just wear the hat, and then it has like they can do their white balance from it. It would have
Very
to
convenient.
be perfect, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It has to be perfectly flat. That'd be talk about nerdy. You know, a perfectly flat hat.
Yep.
Yeah. That's one thing I never do in the field. Do you use the little white card to check the white balance on your camera? Like
No.
me either. I just lock it in. I lock in. I'm running at 5800 all the time when I'm filming, and then I fix it all in post. Because if it's always the same, I can fix it in post. As long as it's always the same, you can fix it in post.
Yeah, I mean,
Auto white
the whole
balance.
purpose of it is to match cameras. So
Yeah.
if you're most of the time, I just use one camera, and then in Final Cut Pro, you can match one scene to the next scene. So if I've got like a camera, like my FX30, if I'm filming with that, and then I'm flying with my 3 Classic, then all I have to do is take my 3 Classic and pull my colors from the FX30, and then it's money.
Wow. Yeah, I think that's why I like to use all the DJI stuff, because I set it all the same, and then the colors are pretty close. And never, 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 ever, ever, ever use auto white balance, people. Never, 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 never. Unless you never want to have anything look the same, then you use auto white balance, and then you're just screwed.
Well, I think you can use your auto white balance to get one right, and then match all the rest of your clips to that one auto balance.
But the auto balance is always changing. So if you
constant
let your
auto.
white balance change, you will never ever be able to color grade that stuff right. And God help you if you want to use more than one camera. Then you know that, Sean. You're just hosed.
I thought you were talking about in post.
Oh,
like
no. Sorry.
Like find what's white and then make that white.
Oh, that's different. No, that's cool. But I bet like if you film an auto white balance, you're done. There's nothing you can do to fix that later. You just can't. It's like continuously changing. You move the camera, it changes. It's always changing. So
I think it does help if you're going from like outside to inside or something like that. But I hardly ever transition like that in when I'm filming.
I've struggled with that too, but when I use like you can use auto ISO to kind of counter that a little bit, but then you'll find that you're like, oh my God, I did this on Mavic 3 and I had it on auto ISO. I thought it was so clever, right? So I could just set it up. But then it would do like this, it would like step down, like it got like dim, bright, and you can see it happening because it changes. But on a vlogging camera, sometimes you have no choice. You have to put on like auto ISO just to make it so you don't have to keep messing with that ND filter or VND when you're going from outside and inside.
Yep.
Sean, you should see Lori and me fight with that. Like Lori we'll go into a building. I'm like, stop right here. I got to change. And I'm like messing with the ND filter, the VND, dialing in. Okay, we can go in now. Start recording again. Okay. that's really what you have to do. Otherwise, it's black when you go in the buildings.
Do you ever do like a whole video and then realize you screwed it up and then, okay, let's go back and let's do it again?
There are some times I wish I could go back and do it again.
Like walking into the volcano and then you're like, crap. It didn't take. We got to go all the way up the stairs and walk back into the volcano.
We've Well, no, I mean, then you're screwed. I mean, like activities, it's a one and done kind of thing. I tried to get some shots of the volcano. Like when you over the top of the volcano, there's like the whole bridge system and everything, and people walk across it to go. Like we'd walk across it to go in. They had 3 groups, and we were the last group. So I popped Mini 3 Pro up, and I was gonna fly and film a group going to the just film the group and everything. And dude, that's when it got so foggy. Like just the fog in Iceland just happens, just like, and like so I send the drone up, and then all of a sudden the drone vanishes because it's in fog. I'm like, where'd my drone go? I told you this story. So I never got that shot. I never got the shot of anybody like walking, because that would have been, because nobody knows who's who when you film that stuff. It's just like, it's really good B-roll to have that activity. Like you have the drone shot of somebody like walking across the bridge and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff. In fact, we cheated a few times, like when the elevator comes down and it's like, it says we have landed. It's not us. I can't film us. I filmed another group coming down and got the shot. So look, it all like it works. It tells the story. Like, we're going down. We're really going down, and I'm filming and all that. But then when we're down, I'm watching the thing come down again, and I had to wait for the thing to come down to film it. I mean, this is the you have to do.
Yeah.
To get a story, like you have to get these shots and like think, okay, what do I need to get this later and tell the story? So it's kind of tricky.
You guys storyboard?
Yeah, it's in here.
Or you like take notes as you're going, or?
No, we just would you believe it's all kind of wung? I mean, like we think it through a little bit. Like we think about, like we know what the activity was and like the elements of it, and then you just figure out, okay, like there's certain shots that we need, and you get those shots, and then like when she was talking about the lava tube, I'm filming the guide telling us about the lava tube, and I'm on her. And then after she's done, then I go over and I film the lava tube. And then I can put that B-roll in with her talking. And I have the camera going back and forth and looking really stupid. So there's a lot of strategy that goes into how you film stuff so that you can tell the story later. You can edit, because you can edit anything, but you have to have it to edit it. And that's why I'm so into this stuff, because it's like, it just takes so much, like, it's challenging. It's like a puzzle. You're putting puzzles together, but you are cutting your own pieces.
Yeah.
You're cutting your own puzzle pieces, and then you make them all fit together and tell a story. And that's why I am in love with what Lori and I are doing, because not only are we doing really cool stuff, but to tell the story so you guys can watch it and follow it and maybe even enjoy it is super fun.
Yeah. Just do what I do and just ramble in front of the camera for an hour, and then film everything you talked about, and then go in this, try to get 20 minutes out of it without going over. That's all I do.
That's not all you do.
Yeah. Usually I do an outro. I do an intro and an outro first off, just in case I forget to do an outro later. Because there's been times when I've forgotten to close the video, and
yes. Well, Lori and I struggle with this from time to time too. We have to. That's the one thing when you're doing on the fly. You're doing stuff on the fly. You have to think about like, hey, we need something to bring the story like in. You got to talk about what we're gonna do, or like, hey, what did we just do? How was it, kind of thing, and summarize and stuff. We're getting better at that, but it's starting to become more like a natural thing. Like, okay, we're gonna talk about what we're doing. Like, we'll just be driving in the car and talk about what we're gonna be doing. I think it's a lot more fun when we're talking about something when there's other stuff going on than just narrating or just standing from the camera like, hey, we're gonna go do this now. It's like, yeah. So I just, as you get in front of the camera more, I just think everybody does this naturally. You just get better. You just get better. You learn, you watch what you did, you cringe. We ever watched your first videos and how cringy they are, and ours are more cringy than yours, and it's just because that's how we all start. We start cringe, and if you stop cringing, either you're not learning anymore or getting any better, and you become complacent, or you're a superstar. So chances are you're not a superstar. You just got complacent. So I think there's always room to be better. No matter what you're doing in life, you can always be better.
Yep.
So what did Jimmy say here? Use audio link finally again. Yeah, I used it yesterday, dude. I had two clips. in Iceland. We were driving to the ice climbing site, and I have a camera forward and a camera backwards, and I'm running them both, and I could sync the good audio on the camera facing us because I put the DJI mic on us, the camera facing us, and then the camera facing forward out the windshield gets the crappy audio. But like Jim pointed out in DaVinci, and I'm sure Final Cut, you can do the same thing. You can sync the audio tracks to two video clips, and they just go, and they line up by audio.
Yep.
And then you can cut it and go back and forth. You can go from like looking at us, Lori and I are talking with cameras. So when we're in the video, when we're talking, it's on us most of the time. And then we can go forward and show what we're talking about. Cause like this, dude, there's this epic glacier stuff in front of us. It's like, oh my God, and like, so you can cut back and forth, but having the audio in sync with the two clips, now your story is legit. Cause like, we go by a bunch of sheep and then all of a sudden the camera's on us and you see the sheep going by like behind us in the vehicle. If you pay attention to details, you can see that it's legit. It's like the two cameras are synced, and it's I think that stuff's cool. And I don't know if a lot of people even give a crap, but I think that's cool when you can like really get it,
Can
right.
Can DaVinci do all your clips at the same time?
What do you mean all at the same time?
So Final Cut recognizes that like the file structure is two different cameras, and then it like the metadata like gathers the time. And so like I can select every clip that I've imported in and say sync, and then it'll spend 5 minutes like putting all of those little files. It's a horrible looking like timeline, but it puts everything in the
really chronological order.
Yep.
But that would be based on, unless you're using time codes. Are you using time codes?
Well, you just need to I'm not using time codes,
Clocks
but
would have to be really close.
You just have to have your clocks right on your cameras.
Yeah, which is really hard to get them all exactly the same, because
not exactly the same.
Close.
Not exactly the same. Just
close.
Like it syncs the audio like you're talking about, but then it also puts the clips where they go.
So they're actually in chronological.
So I'll have like a DJI microphone audio line, and then I'll have my FX30 line, and then I'll have my Insta360 line, and it does all those audios. It does all that, and then I just grab that whole thing and I throw it on the timeline, and then I use the blade tool to I blade all three lines and then cut that spot out in all three. Yeah, that's how I do it.
Your technique's similar to mine, but different, because we all have our method to our madness. But yeah, I've done similar stuff. Once I get my clips synced up. No, I don't know if Jim might know. I've never done that with DaVinci, but I'll have to look into that. That sounds pretty cool.
So now that I have this laptop, it's Windows, so I can't use Final Cut Pro on it. So I'm going to start using DaVinci. I lost my card. I can't find my little DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, really?
Like code or whatever.
Oh no, really?
So I'm sure it's on my thing upstairs.
You're gonna laugh at me. I'm such a hoarder.
Yeah, I gave one of those away when I got my DJI Inspire 2.
And wait, there's more. There's Lori's too.
Yeah.
We have two. Remember, we have two of everything because we're a team.
Yeah. So, I got one secondhand. Like I spent $800 on a Blackmagic 4K, and I got it with it. But then I used that as a selling point whenever I traded it for the Inspire 2. So.
Oh yeah. Do you still have the card? You just misplaced it. You think you can find it?
I don't know. I legitimately bought it at one point.
What if they'd help you out? Like you might be able. Do you have it on a working computer right now, Sean? Is it on a working computer?
Yeah, I think it's on my computer upstairs.
Blackmagic might help you extract the code, because you can only use it on one machine at a time, can't you? Or use on multiples. If we talked about this before, I think maybe use like 5 machines.
I'm pretty sure I've got you can have like 2 or 3 seats.
Okay.
Like I have to be logged in as me. You can use it as one person, but you can use it on different. Because I think I even have it on my Mac upstairs. I'm saying upstairs because I'm
Mario says two at a time, 2 machines at a time.
2 machines at a time. And I think those are like, I think you can run 2 computer, like you can run it simultaneously twice. You can put it on as many machines as you want to. You just can't run 3 machines at the same time.
You
Does
can
that
run
make sense?
one. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the dongle.
Yeah.
Like the dongle can be in one computer at a time.
Yeah.
Whatever computer you can have it installed on 15 computers,
Yeah.
but you'd have to have the dongle present in that
Or-
computer of the 15 that you were going to use.
It might be the activation though. You might only be able to activate it on 2 computers at a time. That might be the case as well.
Maybe. Mario, I missed it. He was talking about how you're flying your drone and you think you hit record and you didn't. And dude, we've all been there.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, doesn't it though? Especially when you're like, oh my God, that was a great shot. Let me play that back. And then,
Yeah,
the expletive drops, right? You go like, rhymes with my name, starts with the letter F, and then you're like, I don't have it. Got to do it all over again.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that again because what I just saw won't happen again.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did my first flight with the Air 2S with the Insta360 sphere attached to it.
Yeah.
The first flight was a 5-second time lapse. I literally flew for a half hour, but it turned into like a 5 or maybe it was 5-minute time lapse, but I had it in time lapse mode, not video record mode. And so the whole thing is like,
well, I did something equally stupid in Iceland with the Pocket 2. The Pocket 2 always had this goofy habit of if you change modes, it would like change settings and stuff. I ended up in slow-mo for part of us walking through Reykjavik. So I couldn't use any of the footage because it was all like, so I had to speed it up. Then it wasn't 4K, it's 1080p if I was going to use it. They give you the audio tracks too, because Pocket grabs the audio tracks. But holy crap, man. That was like, I figured it out like 20 minutes later. I'm like, crap.
Which camera are you talking about?
Pocket 2. Osmo Pocket 2.
Okay. So I did the same thing
predecessor to this one.
Remember the action that was like, it was magnetic and it was tiny, and I don't remember if that's the Action 2 maybe.
The Action 2, yeah, it was the first one with the magnetic mount that this one has.
Yeah, but you could it was tiny.
Separated.
You could wear it as a necklace.
Little box. It's self-contained, and you can get the add-on box for it for like extra storage and battery and stuff. That one.
So yeah, so I went around the park, and I probably did this for 2 hours because I was like, it was my video where you can stick it. Like DJI, this is where you can stick it, and I magnetically put that all over the park, and I took pictures. Like for 2 hours, I'm like walking around this park, putting the camera at different places, and then I'm going off, and then I'm walking past the camera, and like I did this whole like scene of like recording myself from all these different angles, and then like literally just took pictures of my hand, like pushing the button. I was like, "You're kidding me, dude.
You're kidding me." It's the worst way to learn. That's the other thing. When you get a new device, by the way, I never follow my own advice, so don't expect me to. But when you get a new camera, whatever it may be, for God's sakes, use it as if it's the real deal when it's not, and like experiment with it so you understand it before it's go time, or you're gonna be like very, very sad, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, Doug, I did a burnout video with my Corvette right before I got new tires a few years back, and I filmed it with my Mavic Pro, and it's actually on my channel somewhere, but I think it's unlisted. But I feel bad that you did something similar and melted your tires and have nothing to show for it. Oh, and that would have been a great video too. I haven't had the audio. I have the audio, so when I do my burnout, I have like the audio. It's pretty cool, but it's a stupid video, but it's like the early days of Chuck filming with his drone. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I'd ever did anything stupid with my drone.
Oh, of course you did. We all did. Don't be silly, Sean. You did something crazy. More than something, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I have one video of my it unique. What was the name of that drone? Q500.
Is that the one with the hexacopter one?
No, it wasn't the hexacopter. It was, but it was a really big drone, actually. But it didn't fold up or anything. But what was cool about it is you could take the legs off, and so it kind of looked like a Phantom, but you could take the bottom legs off.
Yeah.
And so I put a GoPro on top of it, and I turned it into this huge FPV drone. Is what I did.
Okay, I'm coming back.
And that video was awesome. But then the next video, I was like, well, I want to put a selfie stick on it. So I took the Insta360 like pole, the big long pole that's kind of.
Oh, the 9-footer or 10-footer, whatever it is, the carbon fiber one.
I think I did it with that, and so I was really big on like keeping the. Because I already understood the pendulum effect and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I wanted to do a 360 video from the side of the drone. And so I put my finger on the selfie stick and I figured out where, the selfie stick weighs. Like I found the center of gravity on the pole, like balanced the fulcrum. And so I put that on the drone. And so I have the drone and it goes up in the air, and I've got probably the original DJI Pocket on a tripod, and I'm tracking the drone. So I drew a little green rectangle around the drone, and it flies up and it flies over, and then that stupid selfie stick like collapses and totally throws all the balance off. And so then the drone like turns sideways and just starts aiming towards me. And you see me duck behind the tripod, and it hits the tripod and then swings around and then hits the ground.
Ah.
And I think I broke 3 of the 4 blades that I had on that drone, and I had to order new blades. And
this is something that blows. I have every drone I've purchased, I've always bought way more blades than I need. There's I always have piles and piles of spare blades.
Yeah.
So I sold my Mini 2, by the way, this week. My Mini 2 Flymore guy, and there's another was a vlogger guy that we bumped into one another on YouTube. And somehow it came up. He asked about the drones in Iceland or something. And long story short, he had a Mini 2, he crashed it. And I was like, I have a Mini 2 that has an inch of dust on it. Do you need it? I can part with it. He's like, what do you want for it? So, well, I'll tell you what I got and everything. So he's taking everything off my hands. Yay.
Nice.
So it's not selling it for much at all. It's just a matter of putting it in the hands of somebody who can use it.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of beer money for it. And then now he can fly the thing and actually use it for what it's good for. It's gonna make all that band actually getting 4 batteries, and the little storage thing they had, like the capsule for Mini 2.
I've got that. I've got that. I have no drone to put in it.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, I didn't tell him that I had the capsule. I'm just gonna put it in the box and surprise him. Like, hey, it was by the way, you get a little extra, something extra. Because what was that thing, like $100? The storage thing.
I bought it secondhand, and I bought it when I got the 2, and I guess it came out for the original one.
It did.
And then
and they had an upgrade.
And then there was a different adapter for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to buy that adapter off of Amazon. Anyway, it ended up being
the new one came with both adapters. It came with Mini and Mini 2. It had 2 adapters in the little magnetic thing.
Yeah, they changed the charging port from the 1 to the 2.
Yep.
Everything else was the same, but this charging port.
What it went to USB-C, right?
Yeah, it went from micro to
USB-C, which was that was the transitory period for all the DJI stuff anyway.
Yeah.
That was a big change. So
have you seen the pictures of the Avata 2?
I have. I'm a little concerned. It doesn't look as modular as Avata, OG Avata. You know what I mean? Like the Avata that you have and I have and what we all have, you can thanks, Doug. I need to get a kick out of that. You can replace the top cage, and you can replace the prop guards, the ducks.
Yep.
And they're you can buy those parts and repair it. This one looks almost like a Mavic, like it's all one piece, but maybe it's just my imagination.
Yeah. I was looking at it. Let's look at it together. Actually,
Pull it up. Yeah, pull it up. Hopefully, it doesn't echo on me too bad. But yeah, you'll make me echo.
every time I type in Avada, the movie Avatar shows up.
Yeah, I had the same problem.
Drives me nuts.
Oh, that video is really old. I filmed that with my Mavic, my first Mavic Pros. That was probably summer 2017 or something.
Oh, I think the reason is there's not a Nevada 2 actually, but there is an Avatar 2. So it always thinks that I'm trying to
Yeah.
look for the movie Avatar 2.
This is where AI fails us.
Yep. All right. Ooh.
Lambo's been putting some good stuff up. He's getting creative.
All right.
There it is. Yeah.
So what I'm hoping for, this little top thing, I'm
For the
hoping that
battery?
you can take that off and like have like different accessories for that.
I don't know.
But I'm not sure because you can kind of see through it a little bit. Maybe that might be a
doesn't.
fingerprint.
Doesn't look repairable though. It looks like if you smack that in something and break something, it's game over. Like the first Avado is very repairable. That looks like one piece, like molded one piece. And I can't tell for sure, but yeah, I don't know what that top is. I know, I agree. Sorry, I talked over you.
No, you're good.
I
Like
don't know what
like
the
this
top is
part
either.
right here, it kind of looks like it's just the top that like like the whole top is like a shell.
Maybe then that would be. I mean, you have to be able to replace it. I mean, it's FPV, so you have to be able to fix it. That was the problem with the OG DJI FPV drone. That thing,
Yep.
you couldn't fix it. I mean, not yourself, unless I mean, okay, a true FPV guy could, but they're not going to fly that thing because they fly real hand built badass FPV stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe
I
they'll
think
hold stuff.
like there's a seam right here
Yeah, I see it now.
and there's a seam here where the
Yep.
battery goes in.
Okay, yep.
So I think this whole top piece is a shell that can be replaced. This like the
Yeah.
ducts and this part right here.
I like the battery
what-
clips. I do like those battery clips a lot. That's a big improvement. They've kind of adopted the Mavic style battery clips and stuff. That remember how the battery likes to come out of a Vada when you crash it.
Yep. Now, and this bottom part
Think
looks
about it.
like kind of like traditional FPV drones where they have, they've got this, the whole black part is different than the gray part. So
Yes.
I feel like where
Maybe
the
that's
motors are
separate.
attached, then there's a,
What happened
what
to
I think.
us? Are you okay?
yep.
Oh,
Are
Maybe-
you frozen again?
God, I don't know what's going on. I'm running as little as possible now. Nothing's running in the background. Unless Lori has. Lori, do you have 9 million windows open on Chrome again? Please close them. Thank you. I don't know.
I mean, you look fine
Anyway.
on this end.
Well, that's good. You just roboted on me a little bit. So you're talking about the prop section being like black on the bottom, being like a separate module, possibly.
Yeah. See how this Avada is black?
Yeah. Yep.
This comes out here and like what holds the motor on is black. So I think there's like a whole base unit.
See, Doug. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does actually. Okay. This is better because then you could probably buy that whole top shell for not an arm and a leg and a foot and replace
And
it.
you can get somebody to hydro dip it.
You could. Yeah.
Yep.
There are a lot of things you could do to that, actually.
Yep. And it'd be awesome if you could take it off and then like bolt a GoPro to it, like screw it in and then put it back on.
What are those two little, like you were pointing on the little black section up top? What are those? Yeah, those two little nubby things for? What are those tabs things for?
So those are Allen screws.
Those are
What it
Allen
looks like.
screws.
I wonder if I can zoom in. Let's zoom in.
Oh, are they now?
Yeah, so those
Oh,
are screws.
There are screws.
And
Very
I can't tell if this is a translucent panel or if this are just fingerprints.
I don't know.
But GPS has got to be up here somewhere. It might be here.
Why does it have screws there?
I think you can like either repair it or you can add things to it. I'm hoping it'll carry
Like a camera mount?
like at least a GoPro the way to, but some people are saying that it's a 3-inch quad, which is I don't know if the Avata is a 3-inch or not.
Listen, look at Jimmy says, hope the SD card is harder to get out.
I hate the SD
Oh,
card
it's
in the
so
Avata,
bad. That design just sucks. I mean,
but I don't see it here anywhere.
no, I don't know where it is either. Maybe it's
Hopefully it goes in the front where the camera is.
you probably have to take screws out. It's probably take screws out to get to your SD card, which Jim would make it harder than the original Avata. If
Yeah.
your screwdriver with you to change the freaking card. No, I don't know. The camera in the front, wish you could see the camera in the front. What is it? Can you imagine if that's like a 4/3 inch sensor or something insane? 1 inch
I don't
or
think
1
it
inch?
is. Someone said it's a 1/1 1/3.
1/1/3. So the same one they've been
But-
using on like the Mini 3, Mini 4 Pro, all that stuff. Ooh, nice picture. I like the boat on like mirror like water. That's cool.
Thanks. Avata box.
Take that. Is that
So-
your picture, Sean?
No, that's just Google.
Google does a good
So
job.
someone posted a picture of the box, but I think it was totally fake.
That's
I mean,
Avata. Yeah.
like as a person that understands Photoshop, I think they did a horrible job. But if it ends up being the box, like the real box, I'll be surprised. Just because the same angle that we just saw on that marble countertop,
Oh, it's the same angle for that.
That was the
photo.
picture on the box.
Yeah,
and it is-
no, that sounds.
there's
Sketchy.
no way DJI put that out.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh well, I'm not gonna search for it live.
So you're gonna do it? Are you gonna go for Avata too? Are you gonna? Just
Oh heck yeah!
rip
Avata was the best drone that ever came out for me. Like
I'm actually,
not as far as picture quality, but the most fun I've ever had flying a drone was the Avata.
and that's exactly why I'm not gonna upgrade because I don't see how they can improve on the fun factor. Although the new goggles are cool because they're gonna have the augmented reality. You'll be able to. You won't need a spotter, which is pretty
Who
cool.
uses a spotter?
You're supposed to.
I'm recreational over here, buddy.
Still need a spotter. You still have to have visual line of sight, even if you're like recreational. But
Yeah.
when you're backyard flying low, like I do in a fenced in area, the only thing I'm gonna do is hit my fence. I'm gonna hit my drone into my fence. Flap. So that's it. So I really don't see why I have to worry about, that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
get posted.
find that because I don't want to search. I don't want to Google Live because sometimes things pop up.
Yeah,
But I
Jim.
don't
Jim's saying if it's the Action 4 camera, if it's that 1-inch sensor from the Action 4 on Avata 2,
Oh.
that's
Dude, that'd be
pretty
sick.
awesome. Yeah, you think? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Then, that would totally get rid of the whole like need for another freaking camera and all that extra weight and all the other crap that goes along with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. For sure. You gonna show some people's videos, or what are you gonna do tonight?
I'm not going to show anybody's video tonight. I'm going to show just some of the things that I'm about to review.
Nice.
The
He's-
lights turned on. I wonder what's happening.
Oh yeah, you're right, dude. The color looks really good, and even it's like now the light's low, right? Are you using a light in front of you, or is it just
No,
like-
it's just the screen. I mean, I'm using these little patio
No,
lights,
it
red,
looks-
white, and blue.
God, it looks good. I mean, like your lighting's
the only
good, and
The only thing I notice is like every once in a while the lighting will just go nuts.
It gets a little
Like, I'll just-
you get kind of like blown out a little bit.
Yeah.
Not bad,
I
though.
get blown out and then it comes back down.
Yeah, but I think it's auto adjusting. It's doing everything it can to keep things working. You spent a
Yeah.
lot of time setting this up, didn't you? You're like perfectly like the window and like the structure with the lights and everything. Everything's like centered mostly, and like you're like
Yeah,
you're like sitting. You're like okay, go over here.
yeah, my patio table has tiles on it, and so it's like a grid, and so
Yeah.
it's real easy to just put my laptop right in the middle.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to share my screen again. So this is I want to show you.
Picture.
I want to show you the image of it sitting on a table or on concrete or whatever that is.
See if it has the
gravel.
shadows and stuff, or they get rid of the shadow somehow.
Look
No,
at
it
the
has
shadow.
the shadow. Look at the shadow on the front. See
It's
the top
exactly
right.
the same picture.
Yeah, look,
Yep.
because you see the shadow there.
Right here.
Yes, that's the giveaway, and there are other
Yep.
ones too. But that's
And the two, like,
two LED.
they would never put that on a box that it's
No.
the battery's half dead.
Nope.
And
No.
they would never put the back of the drone. Like,
No, you see the front.
and these goggles, like, aren't even, like, they're sitting on a table.
Oh,
And- And, oh, by the way, it comes with this.
yeah, the old motion controller.
And even this down here looks AI.
It does look pretty sketchy.
I don't know what's happening down
I
here.
do think the goggles are interesting.
Yeah. So I think it's weird. They've got the nubs on the bottom and then they've got the fold outs on the top.
I don't know what they're doing. And those are cameras supposedly. Those
Oh,
little,
and yeah. And there's a hinge right here.
what is that for?
Do you remember the original DJI goggles that hinged up so you could look to see what you're doing?
Yes.
And then they hinge down?
I hated those, by the way. I had
So-
a pair of those.
This is a forehead pad. And then they hinge up. So it goes to your forehead and then they
Okay.
come down.
All
or-
right. 'Cause, like I had those OG goggles, the white ones, looked like a freaking cereal box on your face. I had those.
Yeah. And then, like, this is a horrible attempt to the back of a box. Like, they never just. And
No.
maybe this is an advertisement, but the other one that I saw was an actual box sitting on a desk,
It's the
and-
same pictures. They've moved them around.
and it was
It's the
this
same
picture,
shadow.
and it was shrink wrapped. And they said, like, the DJI RC Motion 3, which is a picture of the two. It's got the gimbal cover that's exactly the same gimbal cover as the Avata that we
Yeah.
have now. Battery's the same, which
As
is
a lot of
obviously-
props. Look, there's supposed to be 3 blades. It shows five blade props for the propellers.
Yep. Oh, that's a good call out.
There's
So,
a lot of stupid stuff.
Five props here. This battery is the Avata battery I have
Avata
now that
battery.
does not fit in that hole.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, and the power adapter is the original Avata battery power adapter thing. And why
Yep.
are they showing the goggles battery when it's in the back of the goggles? You don't have a separate battery.
I know, right? And then
Jesus.
it comes with 4 screws.
Nice.
I guess to put the blades on. Maybe it has extra
I
blades.
don't know.
Extra screws.
It's people are very clever, but it's
And
That's
these
right.
and the antennas are removable on the box. Dual band antennas that come off. I doubt that's the thing.
We'll know soon though, because if the leaks are out and any idea what the timing is? This thing's it's in the wild, right? They're testing.
Usually it's like a week. Usually it's like a week or two after the leaks come out, like then they announce it. And
Well-
then it might take a month to get it. But if it's at Best Buy right after they announce it, or even like you get it in 3 days at Best Buy and I can get it before South Florida drone meetup,
You're
I'll
gonna
be
have one.
super
I
excited.
know. You want to be. I know you want to be like. You'd be like, hey, look at me.
And then so South Florida drone meet 2 years ago when the FPV drone came out and that guy was like he dive bombed it into the ocean or whatever.
And wasn't that when Mark Fisher had to go literally fish for it?
Yeah.
Was that
Well, Maddie's Drone World, his son got it out of the
out of the
out of
river or
the,
whatever, drink or
lake.
whatever that was? Yeah.
I don't know what I think it's a bay. I'm not sure what it is.
What is the glass thing? What's that? Um, I don't know.
What is the glasses thing? Oh,
Glass.
so what that is the so the goggles, the original goggles had like you could change the lenses with like you could adjust the lenses, and then on the Integras, I believe they come with little glass inserts. So if you have different focal lengths, you can change the focus. I think that's what that is.
Oh, okay. I'm recording us now just for fun because I can.
Are you really? Oh, I see it. You don't have my permission. I'm just kidding.
It'd be like the doorbell, like Ring doorbell. You are being recorded. There, now I have permission.
Dude.
Oh, your lights just went out.
The only person that has ever noticed me recording them was my son.
Really?
Yep. My son's like, "Are you recording me?" Because he knows that I'm always recording everything. Right.
Yeah.
But like, I literally walked into Papa John's, like, grabbed my pizza from, a person face to face, didn't even question. And I also told somebody, like, someone said your glasses are blinking, and I said, yeah, they're smart glasses, and I got a notification because it just looks like, hey, you got to.
Oh, I hate that I didn't get the same ones you got. Mine are always dark. I wish I got the transients. I don't know.
Yeah.
Failed. But they're classics. They're shiny black. They're old school.
Yep. You got the piano black.
Yes. I don't know did you have the first ones?
These are the first ones I've ever had.
The temples on the first ones were much like fatter than these. They really slimmed them down. I can't get my hands on them, but
they probably look really slim on my fat face.
They don't look slim on anybody, man. They're just they were clunky. And the case is huge. It's like,
yeah,
it's clunky, didn't fit anywhere. I'd bring it on vacation. They were a pain in the ass to carry around. So these are a huge improvement. The second gen ones are much, much, much better. Except the first ones only had a teeny tiny little white LED that you could hardly tell when they were recording.
Yeah. Do the first ones have the LED on the inside so you can tell you're recording?
Yes, there's one like in the upper right, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The LEDs on the new ones that you and I have everything's bigger. The hinges are beefier too.
Yeah.
These are just better. They did a really good job on the second gen. I wonder how they're selling, because the first ones, I don't think they sold that great.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always yell, "Don't worry, not recording," just because they press record. James.
What's funny is I look like I'm talking to myself because, like, it's really obvious when you touch it that you're recording, but I just say, "Hey Meta, take a video."
Oh, thank you.
And so I'm always like, "Hey Meta, take a video."
I requested access to the beta stuff, but I have to see if there's room and if they'll accept me. Because you're doing the beta.
Really?
Aren't you doing the beta stuff?
I turned it on, but I didn't know you had to.
I had to request it. Like I requested to be on the list to test the new updates and stuff. You can sign up for that. If you go to the Meta site, you need to get the serial number for your glasses, which is in the about your glasses thing in the Meta app on your phone, and then you can sign up and be in part of the program, or if they accept you. They probably won't accept me, but I'm hoping they do, because did you see some of the stuff they can do now? Like they can identify landmarks and things, and they can translate. This could be very helpful when I go back to Iceland, Sean, because if they translate Icelandic, this is good. This is really good.
I want to see a video of you having a conversation with someone, and the person in your head saying things a second later than what they said, and then you trying to understand that, talk back to them, because you like
Like talk
it's
to
one
somebody
thing.
in Iceland.
Well, you can hear it, but
Yeah.
then you got to say things back. And so,
Yeah,
do you
repeat
talk
it.
into your glasses and say, "How do I say this?" And then it tells you how to say it, and then you say that to that person. Like that's got to be
Yes.
confusing.
Yes. I mean, that to me, that's like, that is the strength that something like this can have. Like, that's the power of this technology to make, so you don't have to hold your phone and like, do the translation. You can just ask what you want to say and like have it say English to Icelandic or French or Spanish or German.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. That's things are starting to get good with these. So I feel bad because I've had them. Dude, I got these pre-ordered, man. I've had these for months.
So
And
this
like,
is what can you see that
yeah.
in the app? I just turned it on
Yeah, I can't do that. If I go to the app,
under early access.
I don't know. That's even more embarrassing because I just didn't care when I bought them, and like I could have had probably first in on everything.
So go to the
Okay.
settings tab,
Going to the settings tab.
and then on the second section, there's early access.
I don't see that. I see this.
Oh, wait, okay, I'm gonna make you the full screen, and then go down to the second section. Scroll down a little bit.
Glasses update. This is everything.
So you have glasses update.
Glasses update. Yeah.
What's right underneath that?
Automatic updates.
No, don't go back out.
Back out. Below
Under-
glass update says Wi-Fi, then app
See-
info.
Okay, so you've got glasses update and then Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So I have early access between those two.
Interesting. So,
What's your
app info,
firmware?
app version, or about me go to about glasses.
Maybe.
Okay. Going back. Where the hell did I go? Glasses and privacy, your glasses, about your glasses. Freaking marks it. Glasses version, serial number, case serial number, glasses version.
See, I've got a case version, but I don't have.
Got all this crap.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's 509-843-200-14800.
Mine's 5049, blah, 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 blah. So it's different.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't want to put everybody to sleep in the chat because we're talking about our glasses. Nobody gives a. Maybe they do, but
I don't know why you don't have that. Maybe you need to update your app or something.
well, I could try.
Like I didn't even get emails or anything. I was just.
Let's see.
I just clicked that button.
I'll try.
But then I asked it to do something because one of the guys was like, "Hey, what am I looking at?" And it said like a man in a hoodie, like it was very specific as to what it was looking at.
MetaView installed. And it's up to date. Last updated March 6, 2024. So it's a pretty fresh update. Week ago. This is Android though. Aren't you running?
Oh, I'm iPhone.
See?
That's the difference.
Oh, there's my channel. I always have it with me. So if somebody's like, do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah, here, scan this. Like, they all know me. You guys all know me. Never leave home without it.
Yeah.
Gotta have it. Anyway, I guess you're ahead of me, but I will see if I get invited. I'll let you know, Sean, if they take me under their wing and let me be a foolish beta tester.
Yep. Something else is I'm also beta testing on my phone. So maybe I have a version of iOS that's not even out yet.
Oh,
And then maybe I
maybe.
have a version of that app that's not even out yet. I don't know.
I've done that with Google stuff, where Google lets you jump in early and like be willing to try out apps before they'll let you beta test them.
Yeah.
And I used to do that, but I stopped because I kind of need this stuff to work most of the time. So like when they had me test maps and stuff, weird things would happen. And like usually I'm using maps when I'm on vacation or something. Like the last thing you need is like your phone to lock up. Because that's
Yeah, that's true.
happened. That's happened to me.
Yeah, I probably should turn beta off before I drive to the sticks of Alabama.
Probably a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I could hear all the sounds of spring earlier. I heard birds chirping. I heard kids playing before you brought me in. Everything was working.
Oh yeah.
I could hear all these great sounds, just subtle in the background.
Yeah, there's trees right in front of me, and like I don't know what kind of bird it is, but I think it's like a red-winged blackbird. But it has like the coolest, like it makes like these throat sounds. It's really cool.
We
But
got a couple of blue jays buzzing around. I love blue jays. They're just badass.
yeah, they're dirty birds.
Ooh, they'll go after squirrels, which is cool because I hate squirrels. So like they'll dive bomb squirrels, and it's badass. I wish I'd get a camera and like film that stuff. It'd be great.
Yeah, I had a friend growing up that I think she was in elementary school, and a blue jay attacked her head and like pulled her hair out. And so I've always been kind of, and I used to like, there used to be a nest in one of our bushes.
Yeah.
And in the summer when I would mow the yard, the mama blue jay would just attack me while I was mowing the yard. And I was always afraid it was going to rip my hair out because of that girl.
Oh God, that's
Girl
horrible.
story.
So you're like ruined for life now. Okay, so I don't know if we can live stream with these. I thought we could too, but I've never tried it. Sean, have you ever tried live
Yep.
streaming with them?
Yeah, you can live stream. So
where do you do that in here? So you go back to home.
I don't remember. So here's the deal with live streaming.
Don't remember.
So you can record for a minute with a really good quality video.
Yes.
Or you can live stream a lot with the crappiest video ever.
Oh,
So-
that's the trade-off.
So I wouldn't encourage anybody to live stream from their glasses. The other thing is, okay, so the other bad, stupid thing, and maybe it's an iOS thing, but your Bluetooth, it screws up all of your Bluetooth. So if you are in your car and you're using Bluetooth to put Spotify onto your radio, and all of a sudden you get a phone call, it like shows up in your glasses. And then all of a sudden your Apple CarPlay can't get back to Bluetooth again. So that's frustrating. If you're wearing an Apple Watch and you have the glasses on and you have headphones,
Oh my God, that's a lot of hardware.
right. Let's just go Apple Watch and Ray-Bans.
That look cool.
Then it will, if you get a phone call, it just screws everything up. And all of a sudden I had to like unplug my phone and plug it back in like several times just to get the audio back to my car one time. I couldn't live stream with my Apple Watch on because it was using up too much Bluetooth bandwidth. So if you think about it, or I think it was Wi-Fi maybe, but I couldn't live stream and have my Apple Watch on at the same time. So there's like some weird.
So there's only so many things. God, wow, they look kind of cool even at night, don't they? I'm just cool.
Yeah, you look good.
For a geek, I'm pretty cool. So like,
You can see your screens in them.
that's funny. See my messy desk. My gear spit all over the place. I'm trying to get them to connect, and they're giving me a hard time. Pretty spacey looking how it lights up. You see how it lights up?
Yeah, he loves that case.
I
Chuck
do.
in his
I
case.
love the case.
All right, so I want to show 3 things, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I want to get your opinion on these products. Like I'm saving so much money not getting a hotel room, but I've probably dropped $1,000 just so I can camp in my car. I'm just going to say that.
Well, that's okay. I mean, that should be a good investment in one-time investment
Yeah.
where you get a lot of bang for the buck and some good YouTube videos. If you are filming the whole creation of your van stuff like you should be?
No, I'm going to do like that.
Really?
I'm going to do a platform. Like I look horrible. Like I'm like
people like to see that stuff, man. The whole van thing is still popular.
Yeah, I'm doing a platform build, but it's just going to be after it's built, and I'm going to walk you through the process. Is what I'm doing. Because Sweaty Sean with greasy hair.
That's what people want to see. They want to see
bending over with plumber crack.
They want to see the. Yep. Just say no to crack. They want to see it all. Don't spit your water out or choke on or anything. It's what people want to see. People want to see real.
So the first thing I want to show you guys is my table. This is my mobile desk that I'm super excited about. I got the big version. Like there's a smaller version that's like $49 and this one's $99, but it is
inches by 25 and a half.
Yeah, this is a legitimate like desk. Pretty much.
So you can raise and lower it too. The legs are extendable, collapsible kind of thing.
Yeah. So I have this laptop has like a metal outside, and I didn't want like there's a lot of folding camping tables that have these aluminum slats, and I didn't want to put my laptop on aluminum and scratch it all up. But this top is bamboo, so it's soft. It also fits in this tiny little bag. So like it folds out kind of like a card table, like old school card table.
Yeah.
But it folds into 4 pieces.
Oh, the slats. I see the slats now. How so it literally folds up like that. Then the legs go flat.
Yeah, that's not the right picture. It's bigger than that. But yeah, here's kind of show like it's 15 pounds. Yeah. It's like 4 to 5 people can eat dinner on it. But I wonder if this video will show.
Oh, that's clever. You can nest. You can nest them literally.
Oh, this guy's so weird.
He has the little one.
Okay.
That I have to admit, that one is pretty cool. Like, that's cool. When you're camping, 2 people could use that. Even though it's small, you can make it work for 2 people.
Yeah, see how small it is. Like it folds out, and then these 2 little bars like lock the top in place. Now this is the tiny one. This is kind of like
I see it how like the cross, they come across like a cross member. Yeah, I see how they swing over. That's cool.
Yeah, so that locks it into place. So it's got these 2 super solid beams.
Clever.
Yeah. And it's like a legit table.
It's cool.
So
come on, I want to see him stand on it. The guy weighs about 200 pounds. I want to see him stand on it.
I don't think he will.
Okay. Crap.
That guy's kind of weird. I watched it. That guy did a review of the scooter that I bought, and he has like 5 minutes of video of him just like smiling, and like the camera, he's holding the camera and he's like, and all you see is like this part of his head, and he's smiling, and he's not like setting up a tripod and seeing him riding the scooter. Like it's literally him, like, I don't know. So every time I see him, I kind of cringe a little bit.
That's a little creepy. Are you bringing your canopy to sit under? You're being asked if you're bringing your canopy to sit under to the
all right
meetup.
So I'm getting to the canopy. Oh wait, no.
You have a little screen thing for the window. Nice.
Yep. So on my Nissan, I've got those little things that you put on the top of your windows so you can crack the window and then rain won't go in. I forget what they're called.
Oh, the
But
Ventivisor things, I think called vent visors or something.
yeah, so so this is kind of like just a screen sock. There's a good picture of how you put them on. So it goes over your door, and then you can roll down your windows, and mosquitoes can't come in your car, but you can also get ventilation.
This is important.
So I haven't tried those yet. I need to try them to see if they fit. So I got that, and they're on a lightning deal right now for $9.59. I don't think I got a lightning deal. This, since my car is gray, like almost black, I didn't want to get an awning that was like green or clay color, or like all of them had
Go
these like
wrong.
the camping colors, and I didn't
Black
want
is
that.
good.
So I got this one. These images are kind of funny, actually. So this is kind of what most people would use it for, like in the hatchback. You can also just use it as a like a beach tent.
Oh,
or
it'll
something
stand.
like that.
It'll self-stand. You can probably stake it down too. Hey,
Yeah.
East Coast needs one. He only needs the link. So like, let's just share the link.
Okay. For the awning.
Yeah. You can throw it in the chat or something. There it is. And you help Sean out, I think, when you use that when you help Sean out a little bit.
Yep. Everybody in the chat, buy this.
Yeah. Well, it is helpful because everything that you do on here is time and effort, and a little bit of just by, if you're going to buy the thing anyway, it helps Sean out a little bit, and it's cool.
Yep. So what I like about this one is it has suction cups, so you don't have to have a rack on your car. You can use
Cool.
the suction cups to tie it to your car. It also has this little window that you can roll up. I don't know that. But these are kind of all the things that come with it.
Comes with a lot of
It's
stuff.
got an awning. It's got a sidewall, tent stakes, tie downs, suction cups. This is kind of what it'll look like with me and my two male lovers as we.
Super. That is pretty cool the way it connects. Like if you have the lift gate, whatever, it connects to that. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Clever design.
And the suction cups you can suction to your windows on the side of your vehicle.
You got the babe under there with you. See, you get see the babe with you in the last shot there. It's kind of nice.
Oh yeah, we go back to that.
Yeah, just stay on that one. So like two babes, no waiting. So like two chicks at the same time.
I think that's a dude.
It's either a dude,
topless girl. I think that's
it is a dude.
That's a dude with a man bun.
Well, the bikini, the chick in the bikini, that's definitely a chick in a bikini.
Yep. Is Lori listening?
I don't know. Probably. She'll yell at me later. Yeah, back to that. That's kind of interesting. Is that like the black? I don't think is going to help keep the vehicle cool, but maybe.
Right. I just think this is a hilarious picture. Like nobody's going to put it on top of their car to cover it.
Well, if there's a hailstorm or something, you might keep that part from getting dented when you can't protect the rest of it. I don't know.
Yep. So anyway, that's my
TV canopy money. Very nice.
Thanks, man. That's $10 Canadian. So what is that?
About $3. I'm kidding.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just being a dick too. It's very thoughtful. No, what is it? I think the exchange rate is insane right now, though. I mean, it's very much in our favor at the moment.
Yep. I don't know. I can heart his money. I didn't know I could do that.
That's very cool. I didn't know you could do that either.
All right. So that's the canopy. And I don't know if it's on here or not, but this company also makes a really awesome tent that attaches to your SUV. And so if I end up getting that, it'll kind of go. But I don't know if I've got a picture of the side of my car, but I'm basically going to put the canopy over my passenger side back door. So that's where kind of where my rack is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have the canopy off to the side of my vehicle.
That's a cool way to do it.
So, so Jim said $1 equals $1.35 Canadian. So maybe that's like $6. I don't know.
Yeah, you get about
YouTube's going to take like 3 out of that.
You're getting like 2/3 of it. So yeah, it's like $6 or $7.
But I don't want to make fun of you, Jim. I really appreciate the pit.
Because you know, in Jim's eyes, it's $10, man. And it's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
So,
it's super cool, man.
So
Jim, I'll take $10. Throw me $10. Kidding.
So this is the item that costs the most. I have sleep apnea, so I know the campsite that I'm going to has electricity, but in the event that it doesn't, I have to be able to breathe at night, or else I'll die, and I don't want to die out in the middle of Alabama.
No, you don't want to die in the middle of Alabama. No.
So this is
Jesus, Jim.
What does Jim say? Oh.
You just
Thanks, Jim.
He's throwing money around.
I like it.
It's because the Canadians, they're all loaded. If I had Jim's money, I'd burn mine.
This is what I do on my channel too. Like, if someone like
that's cool that you can
has a
heart
complaint
that,
on my video, then I'll just start talking to them, and they'll come back to the video and they'll watch my video like 3 times. So I just complain about your tip and you'll get another tip. That's never happened.
That's how it works.
I'm gonna like that one too.
You have to. That's really cool that you can. So this is a power supply?
Yeah. So
and an inverter? It looks like an inverter too.
Yep. I don't know what inverting means.
Well, it goes from DC to AC or AC DC depending on what but yeah, usually it's DC to AC.
So it's got AC and DC. You can also buy solar panels for it. I think solar panels would take like, one of the guys said that like you could, like it took 8 hours to
charge it up.
But it also has a DC output. So
see that.
I've seen where people buy DC cords for their CPAP machines, and they take a lot less energy, but I didn't want to fool with that because like the adapter is like $50. So
yeah,
some of them have like the Jackeries have like a big, they look almost like a lunchbox cooler with like this big handle on top.
Mm-hmm. I
like this one that I can put it somewhere and like stack things over it, even though I don't want to like overheat it or anything. But
so it's how many watts? 100 watts.
1,000 watt. It's got 2 1,000-watt outlets, but you can I forget what they called it.
1,000 watts. P equals IV. So if P is 1,000.
Yeah, so it's got 768 watt hours.
5 by 120.
So
it's only 8 amps. 8.3 amps. So
yep.
Make sure your headgear doesn't use more than 8 amps. You're gonna fry the thing and then you're gonna die.
Yeah, I watched. So
probably not. Your sleep apnea thing probably doesn't use much juice at all.
Yeah, I saw on here you can run a refrigerator for 7.8 hours, a 60-watt refrigerator for 7.8 hours. So I know my CPAP doesn't do more than that.
Yeah.
But I can charge my drones with it.
Oh, I did that math wrong, by the way. I did the math wrong. Nobody corrected me, but because it's oh no, it's single phase. I'm okay. We're okay. Single phase. I should know. Sorry. Got nerdy on you. Sorry.
Don't get all nerdy.
I got nerdy.
This is a no nerd zone.
NNZ.
Yeah.
N squared Z.
This is where nerds are cool. No.
That's a cool gizmo though, and you can actually charge up your drones and stuff with it, which is really cool.
Yeah, this is the only thing that the downside that people have been saying. It's 22 pounds,
Heavy, yeah, a
but
lot of battery in there.
the handle is on the corner, so when you carry it, it's like,
Tilts.
yeah, that's the only issue that people have had. But the other issue that I have with everything else is it's got this huge handle on top that doesn't fold, and then it's just awkward to store it. So
It's a trade-off. You have to choose
Yeah.
what works best for you, I guess.
oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, and here's a 360 view. The other thing
Yeah.
there is so this is
Ooh,
how you charge it.
that's how you charge
but
it with computer power.
It also has a grounding cable. So
Nice.
when I'm outside, I can
can put a
like
ground
plug a
stake.
ground in and just stick it in the ground, and then
Yep.
not have to worry about it getting a charge or whatever.
I like that handle design. I think that's really clever. See, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you can you can store it anywhere. So for me, I'm just going to put it on the floorboard and probably lay it on its side.
Yep. And what you can probably is there a place for the cord in there too? Can you store the cord inside of it? I hope, like in the back
I
end of
don't-
the handle. It's like
I
does
don't
it drop
think so.
down. No, that'd be really
There-
cool if
there
there happens to be.
This looks like a drawer, maybe.
It would
I
just
don't
be
know.
really cool if there happens to be a spot somewhere. Maybe it just tucks down in that opening right there where the handle is in the back. Maybe there's space down below it where you could tuck the cord in or something.
Yeah. There's also like computer fans right
See
here.
'em. Yep.
So there's like this huge, like
Big
the
vent.
whole top section is a big air duct.
Well, they make a little bit of heat.
Yep. So that'll keep me warm at night.
It will.
Be my heater / CPAP.
The only problem with heat is it attracts mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Mosquito.
That's why I got these things.
the screeny. Yeah.
Yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, this is the last thing. Did I miss anything? East Coast said put solar on the roof with magnets. I like it.
Could. He's right.
All right. So I want to show you guys where I'm at with the build. I put it on the club because I couldn't figure out any other way to share it tonight. Why is it so tiny?
That's what she said. Bad joke.
All right. We'll just
That's
stay-
cool. That setup's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to show you in kind of order. So I wish I did. Okay. So this is kind of what my Nissan looks like normally. And it might be, let me get us off the screen and maybe this will.
Made it bigger, yeah. There
Well,
you
that didn't-
go. Well, it helped a little. Can you can you make if you X out like hit the X in the upper right there, will that make the picture a little bigger yet?
No.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. It's the club. I think it's like, oh, you know what? Let me minimize the chat and make.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I did it.
Nice.
Okay. So, all right. So this is like a floor that's like at the bottom of my Rogue. So normally I would only have like this much space in my Rogue. And then underneath that, there's like this whole extra area where my tire is.
Uh-huh.
So like right here is actually the floor of my cargo area that you just saw. And then there's all this extra space like down up in here. So I didn't want to put all of my weight on this tiny little, or this is kind of a fragile piece of.
Yeah, it's thin material. So you made a frame for it.
Yeah. So I built this frame to like go right on the steel.
Nice.
But then I figured out today that I can't get the spare tire out with this piece. So I'll show you what I did there in a minute. But I need access to the spare tire.
Yeah.
And I found out this is a subwoofer.
Is it now? That's cool.
I was like, it's a random place for a subwoofer, but I think after I put all this crap on top of it, my sound is going to get worse.
Actually, bass is non-directional, and I think it still might find its way. So you might be surprised.
Okay. And then there's all these vents. So I'm not sure exactly what's venting over here. It might be my air conditioner or something. I'm not sure. Or a heater. But I wanted to show you guys this picture. So my front chair, my passenger side leans all the way back, and I was able to get all of my 8-foot
Wow, you got
2x4s.
8-foot planks in your vehicle and close the back.
Yeah. No,
Wow, dude, that's impressive. Because you can't do that like with a pickup truck. You can't even like do that. You know what I mean? It's like you have shit hang out. You have to put the tailgate down. You have stuff like you get a 6-foot. Was it? No. Can you get 8-foot box? I guess you can, but trucks are huge. Then that's incredible.
Yeah, I was just super impressed that I could do that.
That's cool. So you put the seat all the way down flat, and then
Yeah, you had to
you lay
take
down
both
lumber.
headrests out, but like
Yep.
but it all just kind of lays flat.
But isn't that it's to me that's super like gratifying. Like you put all your stuff in the back of your vehicle like Home Depot and close the thing up like I'm carrying all this stuff home and I don't
Yep.
like it. Yep. It's like
Yeah, so this is it. This is all.
Winter,
This
winter,
is
chicken
where
dinner.
my glove box is,
yep.
and then I've got all that room. You can see how it's just cool. I was really impressed with it.
A lot of useful space.
I took some measurements. I've got all these like random pictures with yardsticks. One of the benefits of my mother living with us is we have like 15 yardsticks from different banks and real estate
Is that
agents.
how you measured stuff with a bunch of yardsticks? You can use a tape
Well-
measure.
Well, I know, but I wanted to take pictures.
I
I was going to design it in Figma, but
you want the
um,
tape measure to like recoil and go ow
oh,
those things.
pain in the butt.
It kind of is.
And then so this is normally this would be like level, and then with that piece taken out of it, I have all this extra space, and this is a dog cover I bought off Amazon that straps in.
Yep.
I used to have a tarp in my car, and it just looked so tacky.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
nicer.
got
It's quilted looking. It's nice, dark
Yep.
colored.
So the other thing is there's like this reinforced bar right here. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. Maybe it's just to keep you from stepping in and flattening your tire or something. I'm not sure. But so I saw this area and I decided to build my frame right here to carry my weight on this steel. And then I built a slat system to go over this area. So from this platform to this platform, I've got slats going all the way across as like
Very
a
cool.
subfloor.
Yep.
So I can pull those slats up and access my spare tire. So here's just kind of see, this is very handy picture.
For sure.
You can see 8.5 inches of extra space.
Yep.
Um,
And that's from the Drapery House. Thank you to the Drapery House for
yeah, that's the,
because everybody always puts their name on their yardstick when they used to hand those things out. Right?
I think it's it is a house. I thought it was a hotel.
I think it
yeah.
says Drapery House. It's like
Yep. I think you're right.
I've never heard of the place, but it sounds like a legit name.
Okay, so now I wanted to go to. Okay, so this is the next piece of information that I needed was the air mattresses that I bought come with these cubes that blow up, and so I wanted to utilize these to. I can't blow them all the way up and use the mattress because my mattress is laying down here. So I wanted to build a platform that went up here. So basically I needed 8 inches or something, 4 inches. So here's the slat system. So I just cut up a whole bunch of slats and put them down there. So now I have like a subfloor.
They're all exactly the same length, so it doesn't matter, right? You can just lay them down. They're all the same width and
Well,
length.
yeah,
You
these
have a
are
couple that are
shorter
different.
than these right here, and then that's a short one. But
So do you have them like numbered or anything? Or you just know? You just know.
no, they'll be in there most of the time. And then when I take them apart, they kind of all go over here in this direction because it's thicker over here. So I just kind of
You just thin
stack
it
them
out.
in that direction. Um, so okay,
A lot of cool thoughts gone into this, man.
all right. So here's where I had to take one slat out to put my beam for my table. Um, but yeah, so now I have a subfloor and I've got all this extra space. Yeah, so here I stacked everything up here. So I took my car down to the road and made it level, and then I put a level on a board that laid all the way across from this little blow up pillar back here. And so I used the tape measure and took a picture of it so I would know what the measurement was there. And so I've got a pillar here, or like a a pillar here and a pillar here. And so I kept putting this board all the way across. What did Chaz say?
He said he put a 7.5-foot Christmas tree in a 2000 VW Beetle, and I'm speechless because I can't put a tree that big in my pickup truck. I'm just,
That's pretty awesome.
dude,
Well,
you're
we
amazing.
just saw that I could do that.
Did you film that, Charles? That's the kind of stuff we want to watch on YouTube. I want to see how I put a 7.5-foot tall tree in my Volkswagen Beetle. People would watch that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I
All
didn't
right.
realize you could put that much stuff in a Rogue. That's incredible. Because like I've rented
Yeah.
Rogues. I've rented Rogues. So I mean, I kind of have a feel for how much room they have in them and stuff. And you have made really good use of that volume.
Yep. So I think that's, I wanted to show you the back. I don't know if that picture made it. I don't think it did.
You got to keep adding to your story now.
Yep. So I'll have to add those later. But so this area right here on top, I was able to put my commuter scooter that I haven't done a review yet on, and the table, my camping chair, which is extra tall, and then under here I was able to put. Let's get this picture. Under here, I was able to put the awning, my mattress, like all of the things that I need under here. And then on the side is where all of my tripods go. So I was able to put like 4 tripods on each side in their little tripod bags, which has always been a crazy thing for me because like
They're a pain
the
in the ass to
tripods
pack.
just take up so much room in my trunk.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad news.
So now I have these little areas on each side. So
And store stuff. Do you, Sean? Do you have the Peak Design tripod? Or do you have other brands instead?
I've got
I have a
I've got a
multitude
lot. I
of
just bought. I
tripods.
just spent $30. No, I spent $40 on 3 matching Neewer tripods from a lady. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to keep those, and then I've got a couple KC concepts that are. What I like about them is they have like a. They've got like a bar. That the shaft that comes out of the middle
Mhm.
turns sideways, and I can actually like hang things over, so I could hang a camera
Oh,
over a table.
yeah.
So
They
I
got
love
some
that
built-in
tripod.
boom kind of. You have a built-in boom.
Yep, I've got a built-in boom, and then I have the other thing that I love so much that I never use, but I love it is, and I don't remember who makes it, but it's almost like a monopod, but it has a motor in it, and it doubles in size, and you can double in size really, really slow. So you can use it as kind of like to pan, or you can point it in any direction. You can point it straight up and it'll like raise your camera. And so if you got your pocket and you've got it tracking an object, and then you can raise your pocket like double.
Yeah.
And I think it's like maybe 2.5 feet, but if you do it in video, it's a lot. And so your
I've done stuff
camera is
like
like
that.
pointing down as like it's tracking as it's rising.
That
and
is, yeah, I love that about Pocket, how you can lock on something.
Yeah.
And then I've put Pocket 2. I haven't done much with Pocket 3 yet, but have to. But yeah, I put it on the end of a selfie stick like you've described, because we were on a boat once watching fireworks in a crowd, and all these people were like blocking my view. So I pulled out the 8-foot selfie stick and just held, like, braced in. I had Pocket 2 up high to film the fireworks above everybody's heads. Yeah. But you said is even better. You get like a cinematic shot where if you like bring it up like this, the drone, like track like a drone.
Yeah. And you can loop it so it can go up and then it'll come back down.
Yeah.
And go back up.
I've used that thing like when we were in England. I had Pocket 2 on the selfie stick for the Insta360 selfie stick, and I was literally holding Pocket 2 and I was walking around the statue, because the statue was really freaking like 15 feet, 20 feet tall or whatever. And I'm walking around, I'm filming it to give it like a drone like shot, because I couldn't fly the drone there. Like, well, I can't fly the drone, I can still get a cool shot.
Yeah.
Out comes the selfie stick, and then people start looking at me funny. Like, that happened in Boston. Lori remembers I was doing that in Boston, so he's like, "Show off." I just ignore him because I'm like, I'm getting a shot, man. There's like no other way to get it.
Yeah.
Selfie stick is your best friend when you can't fly a drone.
Yep.
Especially
Yeah.
with Pocket.
The other thing that's always in my car is it's a Neewer. It's a microphone boom stand, but I use it as a 3-meter selfie stick.
Great idea.
Because it's solid, it's very thick and very strong.
It could hold that 1-inch edition thing that likes to bend the carbon fiber and starts flopping and flexing, and
yeah,
that's
and
probably
so
perfect for that.
So I'll put it. I've got the KC Concept tripod. You can spread the legs out really far, and so I'll have this really, really long base,
Super
and then
stable.
I'll put that selfie stick on it and go 3 meters up in the air, and it's like this massive.
Tripod. Stable.
Yep.
Yeah, that's still, we've talked about it before. That 1-inch edition 360 camera is cool, but that thing is so heavy.
Yeah.
Does yours ever turn on by itself?
What do you mean?
Mine does. I mean, like, I've had mine in my backpack, and it's just with the rubber cover on it.
Yeah.
And it's turned itself on, and if I don't hear it turn on when I go to use it, I find the battery dead.
Are you talking about the 1-inch?
Yeah.
Yeah, the power button's in a stupid spot.
It's in a stupid spot. I bought a case for it just because I bought the hard case.
Yeah.
To help. But it can still get turned on inadvertently.
It's right next to where you're locking the lens in.
Yeah.
And so you can lock the lens in and turn it on. I keep my beeps on, so I notice it when it turns on, but
there are times when it's in my backpack and it's on my back. I'm doing other stuff and it'll turn on. I won't hear the tones, and then I'm screwed. And I could never. Do they finally have extra batteries for the thing? Because I gave up looking a long time ago. I wanted to buy a second battery and I couldn't find it.
I don't remember. I have 2 of them.
It's
I bought one
clunky.
where a guy dropped one when he was skiing, and so he sold it to me for like, I think I got it for $250 or $300.
The whole kit, all the parts.
Yep, and it's
Nice.
it's just got a tiny little scratch in the middle of one side.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm planning on putting that on my drone, so I'll just put the crappy lens pointing at the drone.
Right, yeah. And then you have all the other stuff. You have an extra battery, you have the other module, you have, the whole frame thing that holds it all. That's cool. I don't use that thing enough. I just don't. Probably should use it more. But
So East Coast, I just put the link to the window screens in the chat as well. I don't know if they fit yet or not. There is there's a sizing chart. So I feel like we have the same Rogue, but if you've got an older generation, then you just need to go out and measure your window before you buy them. So, all right, Chuck, say goodnight. If we're gonna make this thing official, we just need to talk about like we need to half the
then we get all
time.
formal. No, it's okay.
You don't want it to be formal? We don't have to make it formal.
Not yet. I like
Okay.
I like the casual aspect. Besides, other people should come on here. It shouldn't just be me.
I want people to come on here and talk to me.
Yeah, somebody else
really
should come
do.
on. I mean, Jim Droning has a lot to say. He's been on before. He should bust in here, and like he's
Yeah.
not camera shy or anything. Other people get. All of us are in the camera eye, like
Yeah. I think I need to make it more of a like say like every third Tuesday is like a free for all and everybody comes on and just hangs out. Like or something like that. But
yeah.
like just put
No,
it
maybe I have to talk to my boss and see if she's okay with it.
Yeah. I mean she's welcome to come on here too.
Dude, everything was set up downstairs because we were on Drone Seekers a few weeks ago, and all the stuff is still set up in the living room because and I'm like, you could just surprise Sean and pop in. You could just like turn it on. There we would be. She's like,
Yeah.
nah.
I mean y'all don't have to be in the same room together. I mean we can
Oh, I know.
she can be on her laptop and on the couch or something.
That's true. We'll figure it out. But this is fun though. I like coming on every now and again, and we've talked about some cool stuff. What? Don't make sure.
Nice.
Look at Jim.
Is that your nickname now? Shirt?
I guess. Better than shit, I guess, is shirt.
You can call Jim Fu Manchu. He's got that mustache that
I
wraps
know
around.
he does. Yeah. Well, he's flying the crap out of his Avata. He's going to get Avata too. He announced that on Kai's show. Yeah, he's doing Avata too. So you guys can both have Avata too.
Yeah, Jim seems to get things before I get them.
He doesn't screw around. He's like, jumps on stuff.
He gets like Insta360 cameras before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I gave that race up. I'm flying what I got because it's paid for and it works. And
yeah,
for now. Besides, I think there are bigger things coming eventually. We're at a plateau right now where stuff is like just like little itty bitty improvements. The biggest thing for me buying in the last 12 months was seriously Pocket 3. I've wanted this thing for over a year, and that made me very happy.
Yeah, that's a great camera for you guys. Like
it's good for us. Yeah,
it's perfect for y'all. What y'all do.
Mm-hmm. It really is. If you vlog, it's a great camera.
Yep. Me, I'd put just anything in front of on a tripod and hit the record button. Like it doesn't matter what camera it is.
Well, these things are great too because you can flatten out. You don't have to have that distortion. You can flatten out the barrel distortion, and this works out to be a really good camera. Except controlling shutter speed is very difficult. You can see there's an ND on here, but the minute you put on the stabilization, rock steady, it gets really flaky because it's really just not intended for it. But you do a lot of cool stuff with these things, and we try to. But nothing beats this thing. The gimbal cameras are really good for what we're doing. Anyway, I know you got to run, and this has been fun. And for everybody in chat's like, talk longer, Sean, talk longer.
Yeah.
But thanks for having me. I gotta get back to working on more Iceland stuff. I'm still working on that stuff. Gotta get it wrapped up.
So you're still stuck on editing Iceland stuff?
Yeah, there's more to do.
Yeah.
They're always little stories. I didn't want to make like one massive video and make like little stories, and they all kind of go together.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with like all this car camping stuff. Like I've watched so many car camping videos, and there's like people like they do their whole setup at once, and then there's other people that are like they do like
chapters.
each little piece at a time. So
I
want to build a playlist, but I don't know if I want to do one intro and one outro, and then do all the different little things in each video, like I've done in the past with like DJI smart, I don't even like master clips or anything like that. Or if I just want to do 6 different videos.
I
But
think it's cool if you actually did it. If you did it in a chapterized series, like you have like, you know, first in phases, you could do a video of
Yeah.
each phase, and then it tells a nice story. You know, you kind of bring them in like, hey, coming up next time, and you show them like, this next time we're going to talk about, we're going to show you where I did this or whatever, and like kind of like make it like
Yeah.
an ongoing series, which could be pretty cool and helpful. And then in the end, you'd have your playlist, and hopefully people will just binge it and watch the whole thing all the way through,
yeah.
especially if it's helpful.
Yeah, I purchased so many things on Amazon that I'm hoping like it'll like rekindle that Amazon affiliate link.
That would be
Because I
nice.
used to do like $2 Tuesdays or $10 Tuesdays or $20 Tuesdays or something like that, where people would send me stuff. Like all these Asian companies would send me like a crappy little tripod, you know, or like it was kind of crap. But like there's a lot of like GoPro accessory bags and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
would do those, but I don't know. But I'm rambling.
Oh,
into the
I gotta go to bed. It's 8:45 here. It's 8:45 for you. I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
time changed. So
Oh, doesn't that suck? It's supposed to be 8:43, but it's not here. So
yeah.
I'm supposed to be on your time zone, sort of.
Yep. I thought we weren't having a time change this year. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I thought we were.
I
Done
thought
with
that
it,
was
but
going away, but it happened.
we can stick here. I'm okay with sticking in this time frame and just never change it. Never fall back. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Then there are other people who feel the other way about it. Never spring forward, just stay falling back. You can't please everybody. All right, you're yawning, dude.
Oh, I'm tired
Thanks.
and I'm cold and I think I'm dripping. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Got the
I
nasal
don't know if
drip
I should do this outside when the sun goes down.
Hey, don't get sick on us.
But
Get sick.
all right, everybody say goodbye to Chuck.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good week. Catch you next time.
All right, y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will catch you guys on the next video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos. And check out this horrible low light shutter speed. Yeah. Peace out, y'all.